This is Fate, the 8th of November 2021. For more updates, please don't forget to subscribe. Preeta and Karan are in the room when he asks what she was about to reveal. Preeta exclaims how he would not go if she doesn't want to, and he really feels nice when she says that she misses him a lot. Samir then comes from behind and asking Karan if they can leave for the office now. Karan exclaims, where did they have to go? Preeta then mentions how he does not want to leave. Karan once again comes back, saying how he would not leave if she doesn't want him to, because he knows she wants to reveal what is in her heart and that he has a plan which would ensure that she doesn't miss him. So he would. Karan and Samir are in the car. Samir is laughing, which worries Karan, who asks the reason. He explains how he saw Karan smile after a long time and knows that it was because of Preeta. Karan also doesn't deny it but doesn't exclaim it openly, and when Samir teases him, he threatens to throw him out of the car, after which he would have to walk to reach the office. Samir asks him to just accept that what he is saying is the truth, which Karan also accepts. Preeta wears the sari which Karan bought for her. She gets really nervous remembering all the moments spent with Karan and how he even tried to kiss her but she ran away. She starts laughing, then even picks up the rose which he brought for her because she felt really loved, and even Karan is smiling in the car. Preeta starts to play with his ball, remembering the first time she threw the ball at him. However, then she hurts herself. Just then there is a call and she immediately picks it, stopping the person to not even say a word as she thinks that it is Karan, and is still ruining their relation because he was not able to live without her and is now coming for her because he knows she also feels the same. Karan reaches his office and after sitting in the chair realizes how he has forgotten to call Preeta. He is shocked when her mobile is busy, then gets angry, thinking why is he not answering the call even when he asked her to attend his calls. Preeta gets mad at Prithvi, saying how he doesn't talk to her like this and she would not show him what she feels because she thought that he was Karan. Prithvi then ends the call, which irritates Preeta. Karan is sitting in the office when Samir comes asking what the matter is. Karan explains how he is irritated because he asked Preeta to answer his call but she is busy and he was not at first able to express his feelings. However, now, when he wants to, she is not answering. Samir laughs, mentioning how some days ago Karan was not even ready to listen her name and now is dying to talk with her. Samir exclaims how they should first finish the meeting and leave for the house, after which he can meet Preeta. Preeta is in her room when she gets another call. She answers it and is worried but then asks why did he call her again even when she informed him that she doesn't want to even talk with him. Prithvi explains how he cannot even think of living without her, so he is coming to meet her in exactly half an hour because when he has loved her then there is no worry and he is not even scared of any Luthra. Karan explains in the meeting how is not a businessman and Rishabh has always attended the meeting while he is a cricketer, so was loved by his fans and the cheerleaders. He retracts from his comment saying how he is now a married man but the company requires the signature of a Luthra, so he will only fill the formality relating to the signatures. And they should all work to further the company. He leaves asking Samir to take care of the rest. Samir tries to stop him, then thinks how excited he was to meet Preeta, and then Samir mentions how he would take it from here, then explains how they have the targets and should work to meet them. Preeta is in her room when she gets a call, then after taking a sigh of relief she answers the call of Shristi, mentioning how she is relaxed that it is her. Shristi then asks who was irritating her. Preeta explains that it was Prithvi who threatened to come to the Luthra house and her life. Once again, Shristi mentions how she knows what Prithvi is thinking because he is trying to ruin the first Valentine's Day of them as a couple. Preeta however explains how she felt that Prithvi was saying the truth because of the way in which he was talking. Shrishti asks Preeta to not worry if she is really that uncomfortable then she would come to her and then there would nothing to worry about as she would teach him a lesson. Preeta explains how she really wants that Shrishti come to her, however when she would leave the house then Sarla would be worried and she should not worry as she is the daughter of the brave mother and also has a husband with her so nothing would happen. Preeta clams down explaining how she is also now not worried because she would not feel uncomfortable because of that heinous man. Shrishti also feels calm then advises Preeta to drink some lemonade. Preeta ends the call then she sits down on the bed where she starts hearing the drums beating so she picks up the stumps of Karan and is about to hit the person at the door because she thinks that it is Prithvi. However when she opens it Karan is standing there with roses. He gets shocked to see her, however then Preeta hugs him. Karan asks what is the matter because she was about to hit him and now is hugging him. He asks what is the matter as he feels that it is her New Year's resolution then explains how they should first go inside the room as someone might see them. He asks why was she not attending his calls the entire day and who was she talking to. Preeta responds in a worrying voice taking the name of Prithvi. Shrishti is really tensed. Janki advises her to not worry as she would be able to celebrate her up a story to leave the house, as she wanted to meet her lover. Shrishti asks who is she talking about and asks who is it. Janki asks her to turn back. Samir then sits down asking if she would be his Valentine's. Karan mentions how if it was a joke then he is not happy. Preeta mentions how she is not joking and he really was calling her when she thought that it was actually him. Karan sitting with her pleads how she should only think about him as he has dressed up for her and even brought the flower saying how they should go out for dinner. Preeta once again tries cleaning her ears after hearing the drums beating. Karan asks what has happened. She responds how she has been irritated so feels that someone is really beating the drums. Karan says how he is also hearing the sound so they should check. Preeta stops him and they finally leave holding each other hands. Shrishti exclaims how she might have said it and he is mistaken that she would be his Valentine. Samir also standing says how he actually brought the flowers for Janki and she when takes them from him. Janki asks Samir to sit explaining how the love is successful when there is acceptance as she also loved someone. Shrishti asks who she loved and they both are shocked to hear the name of Amitabh Bachchan. She explains how everyone knows what he has said. She then asks if she should prepare some tea for him before going into the kitchen. Shrishti also leaves when Samir is worried about why did he ask Janki to be his Valentine. Everyone in the Luthra house is tensed to hear the beating of the drums when Rocky also says how she feels that it is some nearby. The drummers enter the house so Kareena questions who they are and why are they coming inside, which is when they stop. They once again start beating the drums after they are ordered. The Luthras are shocked to see Prithvi coming inside the house. Karan goes downstairs in anger and tries to hit Prithvi when he threatens saying how Karan should only shower flowers because he is also a member of the Luthra family because he is married to his sister. Prithvi then asks her to come inside. Everyone is shocked to see Kritika coming dressed as a wife and she comes to stand beside Prithvi. Shrishti coming to the kitchen asks why is she acting differently. Janki mentions saying how she is the same however feels she is jealous. Shrishti explains how it is not the case. Janki then says how she is aware of the fact how much Samir loves her and this is why he has brought the flowers for her, however she started blaming him. She explains how Shrishti should talk politely with him. Shrishti then hugs her but is shocked to find Samir standing behind her, which is when she asks him to wait as they are preparing the tea. Prithvi exclaims how they have been married. He sends the drummers away, which is when he is worried, asking why are they so quiet. They both then go to Kareena and taking her blessings he questions what should he call her as mother or mother-in-law. Sherlyn is not able to bear it, so asks Kritika to say that it is all just an act. Karan mentions how he would show him and is about to throw Prithvi out of the house when Kritika stops Karan saying how he is really her husband.